Hello, everybody. I'm back. I hope that you can see me now, and I'm sorry for what happened earlier. So, let's get into this for today. So, today is all about actually clearing space for yourself, because actually, clarity doesn't come from you doing more. Clarity comes when you're making space to hear your true self. Isn't that amazing? So, we're going to be looking at the noise, not to judge it, not to fix it, but to notice what's actually yours and what's been taking up space. Every woman that I work with had said some version of this. Why can't I just do everything now? Like, why can't I just get it together? Some people are like, what's wrong with me? Am I just really stupid? Some people are just wanting to power through, and they say, well, maybe if I just journal more, maybe if I fix my routine, maybe if I reset my goals, maybe if I do X, Y, and Z. If that's you, then let me just say this. You're not behind, and it's not a character flaw. The noise in your head, that's not you. It's actually the weight of you, of everything that you have internalized, all the shoulds, all the musts, all the unspoken rules of what you should be doing, who you should be, how you should be. That's what all of that is. You know, everyone who sees me now, they're saying, oh, yes, you're really successful. You know, I'm speaking on stages. I'm running a business that I love. I'm helping women find clarity. But last year, I actually hit a wall. And it's not always that just because I'm running my own business, helping women, doesn't mean that I've got it all together. Last year, I wanted to expand my business, and my social media was the answer to everything, because that's what I've been told. And I kept hearing, oh, I need to be on TikTok. I need to, you need to have posting three times a day, or the algorithm's going to forget about you. All serious clients are on LinkedIn. And oh, by the way, success looks like you being able to create all of your posts for a whole month just in 2 hours. So I followed the advice. I made the calendars, I studied the experts, and then I went on so many different courses to learn so many different things. And what started as an attempt to actually get clear on things that I could do became this monster of a thing that I actually couldn't control, and it rolled completely outside of my ability and capability to control it. And honestly, for weeks on end, I woke up anxious every single day. I was second guessing everything that I posted. And if a post didn't perform, I felt like I was rejected. I felt like maybe I just wasn't cut out for this. Maybe it's just that it's because I am not a good enough business owner. It's because I am not capable. It's because I am too stupid. And I remember one evening, I hadn't even eaten. I hadn't spoken to my partner the whole week, and I was still editing it was really late at night. I was drowning in the pressure, and I just broke down. I was crying my eyes out, and I was like, wow, I'm so stupid. I must be so stupid because I can't figure this out. I must be so stupid because I can't do it in 2 hours, taking me 2 days and more. I must be so stupid because, and my conversation with myself just continued and carried on. I thought I could never make it work, and that maybe I was just too slow, too messy, too much. And then the next morning, instead of actually trying to work through this and like power through, I decided to do something different. I sat with myself and I was like, actually, Jeanette, what's really, really going on? And that was when the universe answered me, because I thought the universe was punishing me at that point, and with a quote from Oprah, which said, often we don't realize who we're meant to be because we're so busy trying to live out someone else's ideas. But other people and their opinions hold no power in defining our destiny. That hit me really, really hard. Because I was like, oh, maybe, just maybe, there's a possibility that the pressure and the problem wasn't me. Maybe, and just maybe, it's the noise and the unspoken rules that I absorbed. And I thought that was going to be my truth. So if you're sitting there on the other side of the screen asking yourself, why don't I feel clear? Why am I stuck? Even though I'm doing everything right. What's going on? Why am I filling in the blanks? Let me just tell you the truth. The truth is that your noise, the noise inside your head, is not your inner compass. It's the weight of the cultural conditioning, the expert advice, or even just well-meaning friends and family, and their expectations and their version of the world. So those voices that keep telling you louder and louder, making you doubt, oh, if you don't do this, you're going to be this and that. None of that is you. Let's talk about what actually helped me shift. And in that moment, I had to actually pause. I had to do something that was different to what I normally do, which was to really power through. The pause, and to do the pause that I allowed myself the next day from a breaking moment actually helped me. Because when we pause, we're not wasting time. We're giving our brains the chance to reorganize. Because research actually has shown that intentional rest helps you to reduce overwhelm. It helps you to boost your focus and rewires our brains to process decisions. And most importantly, it gives you the space to hear your own voice again. You know, the part that's actually still whispering, hey, I'm still here. I'm still waiting for you. You've probably heard clarity comes through from action. And yes, by the way, I'm all for action. I know that change comes through action, but it's not about any action. It's about like taking action that is intentional, that is aligned with you. Because let me just ask you this. Have you been in a situation, or maybe you're doing it now, I'm just busy, doing busy? Because I've been that. But busyness is not the same as alignment. Sometimes busy is just your way and our brain's way of helping you to avoid to make a decision that actually matters to you. And that's why you can be doing all the right things according to someone else, but if they are not your things, not aligned to you, they are never going to feel right. And that's why rest is so powerful. And this is when I'm going to bring on Julia to share with you her story of when she actually paused so that she can act, and how that pause helped her change her life. Over to you, Julia.
Yes. So, as Janet said, very much we fear actually slowing down. We're raised to think that if I do more, I will get more out of life. And I wasn't ready to sacrifice my ambition. I want to get everything out of life. I want to make sure that I will live my life fully. So I was working hard to get it. I was doing everything I could. I was exhausting myself. I was working long hours. And at some point, I realized that no, there must be more to life. And quite frankly, I was too exhausted to continue working like that. I looked completely different back then. I was like really pale and like I really looked tired. Um, and I decided, no, I will pause. And I was almost ready even to sacrifice my ambition. And when I took this time to reconnect to myself, to reconnect to my feminine energy, to take the time, to have a bath from time to time, to have a walk to the park, I realized that, wait a second, I am getting more respect out of my coworkers. I am getting the promotion that I really wanted. So things started to flow to me more naturally. And I was like, there must be something. So this is where I started to be passionate about it and to read even more. And I realized the more you slow down, the more you get out of life. And as Janet said, it's not about hard work, and it's about doing the right work. And how do you get to do the right work? Is like by slowing down and tapping into your intuition, so that your intuition, your connection to the universe can tell you, okay, this is the room you need to be, this is the people you need to meet, and the universe is really guiding you. Your intuition, we know more than what we think you know. We really do. Your brain knows exactly what are the next step for you to take to get exactly what you want. I'm not saying a version of almost what you want, a compromise version. No, I'm saying exactly what you want. Your brain, your intuition exactly know how to guide you there. But the noise, when there is too much noise, when you are too busy, you just don't take the time to connect to that intuition. So you're working hard just to go in a direction that is very often very opposite of what you want. And that is the problem. And this is the power of slowing down, getting back to yourself, getting back to breathing again, so you can hear this little voice inside. I was working with a client, and she was a very much an overachiever. And with all the research I've done about this, because I became fascinated about this, because after years of exhausting myself, when you realize that, wow, if I'm taking care of myself and slowing down, I'm getting actually more, this is actually fascinating, because this is so contrary to what the society is telling us. That this is what I explain to my clients. Diana. And Diana, she was very much an overachiever. And when I explained to her, do you know that being an overachiever is more often than not a trauma response, because you feel that you are not enough, so you feel the need of doing more, 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 so you can have this feeling of, okay, I deserve. Actually, what you are chasing is not the abundance itself. What you are chasing is this feeling of I deserve, so you can allow yourself to receive. But why not chasing this feeling in the first place of I am enough to receive? Let yourself receive, and then that will lead you to just the right action. It's just so much easier, because it is a never-ending race to think that you are going to reach the feeling of I am enough by working harder, and without this feeling, you cannot open your heart and your energy field to receive everything that you want. So that's the power of slowing down, breathing, and just realizing and just overriding your brain to, you know what, I am enough. And if you are enough, you deserve a walk, You deserve a breathe. You deserve whatever makes you happy. And when you are in that state of mind, you can connect to your intuition to actually really make the action that will lead you to your wildest dream. I have manifested things that I thought were impossible. And I am manifesting things that I are beyond my wildest dream every day. And it was so hard. The hardest part of belief for me was to believe that by working less I can have more, and that I deserve to have more, that I don't need to work 12 hours a day to deserve, that I don't need to be perfect, that I don't need to constantly do and overdo for everyone else but me to deserve breadcrumbs of joy, love, and fulfillment. So that's my message to you, and really take the time to think about it and take the time to embody this message, because this message will really clearly change your life and make it a joyful adventure. Over to you, Janet.
Wow, thank you so much for that really powerful story, and sharing that message, I know you well personally, and I know how much you have managed to manifest in your life. And it really is, Julia lives an incredible life. And it's just the way that when you slow down, when you allow yourself to actually give yourself the space to breathe, to listen, to ground. And by the way, our word of the day is ground. Then and there is a meaning to this. You'll find out on the last day. So remember this word for yourself. When you give yourself the space and the time to ground, you are then able to really tap into the things that you probably never even thought was possible, and to really tap into your dreams. Thank you so much for that, Julia. So, as Julia mentioned, this is not about fixing. It's not about pushing. It's not about hustling. Because when you feel grounded, clarity actually will start to rise for you. So, what I'm going to do now is that I want to take you through a very short body scan. And this body scan is going to be giving you a moment to come home to yourself, wherever you are. Just get comfortable. You don't need to sit in a specific way. Wherever you are, just put your pens down and just sit comfortably. And what I would love you to do is to just close your eyes and then take a deep breath in for me. Hold it. And then exhale out your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. And then breathe out of your mouth. And one final time, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. And then exhale through your mouth. And with this body scan, let your breathing return to normal. With this body scan, it's not about fixing anything. It's not about changing anything. It's just letting you become aware of your body. So starting right at the top of your head, just notice the top. Don't need to change anything, just notice it. And then shift your energy and focus down to your forehead, through to your eyes, your nose, your mouth, to your throat. Is anything coming up for you? Are you noticing anything? Just let it be. And coming down to your shoulders, down your left arm all the way to your fingertips. And then shift your focus onto your right arm, down to your fingertips. And then into your heart center, your stomach, your hips, your pelvis, your thighs, your calves, your feet, down to your toes. And then when you're there, just notice how your feet are touching the ground and how you feel grounded into the floor and how supported you are by Mother Earth. And just take a moment here to breathe that in. Breathe in the groundedness. And then put your hands onto your heart center and breathe deeply into your heart. Say thank you to your heart for beating. Express gratitude to your body. Thank you. Thank it for carrying you every day and functioning so amazingly. And then when you're ready, you can come back into your body, come back into the room, and open your eyes. How does that feel? How do you feel now? Just drop your thoughts in the comments box, in the chat. You feel different? I know I do. Because this is the power of the pause. This is the power of the reset and your return back to yourself. And by the way, that was only 3 minutes. So it's not about being perfect. It doesn't need to take hours with your pause. It's about giving yourself the intentional space. By the way, for those of you who've joined the challenge, I'm going to drop a 6-minute guided version of that body scan into our private Facebook group later. So you can come back and revisit it anytime. You can download it for yourself and directly from there. If you're not in the group yet, this is your cue to join. Your link is in your welcome emails. So I know that we have gone past a little bit of time because of tech, and apologies for that false start at the beginning. I hope you've all enjoyed today's session. Before I let you go, I want to ask you to make a small commitment to yourself today. I would like to ask you, what is the thing that you're going to do for yourself this week, every day, to create breathing space? Is it something like maybe 5-minute silence in the morning? Maybe it's a walk without your phone after lunch? Is it going to be something like a post-work breath reset before dinner? Maybe it's a mini meditation before bedtime. Or even if it's just a body scan that you're going to download that I've created for you. Whatever it is, make that commitment and type it into the chat. What is it that's going to be? What does that look like? And make it yours. Not me telling you what to do, because you've got to be able to do it. And this is the start of you creating a new rhythm for yourself. And if something came up for you today that you did not expect, just hold it gently. Don't rush to fix it, because this is not about speed. This is about space. Before we go, a quick reminder for our amazing VIPs. Your first live coaching session is going to start tonight, so right now, on Zoom. You're going to have the email already. That's in your inbox now. And we're going to be diving deeper into the work that we started together today in real time. So just bring yourself, come as you are, and just bring your questions. Myself and Julia have got you in this. And, you know, Julia mentioned a little bit about the fear that, you know, sometimes is uncomfortable about pausing. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that in the VIP session. If you've been participating for free and you're like, actually, I really want to know that. I really want that. I want more support. I want more grounding. Then make sure you join the VIP. And Julia has already put the chat to link in the chat, I know. So click on the link and join now if you want us to support you more. We would love to welcome you in. All right, ladies. So this is our time's up. Thank you so much, and well done for getting through today, day one. You've grounded, you've listened, and you've breathed. So that's huge. Julia, before we go off, is there anything else that you would like to share with everyone about today and about breathing?
Thank you very much, Janet, for reminding us the power of breathing. The body scan was extremely powerful, and it was just 3 minutes. Imagine what it can do in a 10-15 minute version. It's incredible. Thank you so much for reminding me us the power of that, and I can't wait to support our VIPs further with more questions, more fun, more techniques, more tools that are going to change lives. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome, and thank you for coming on to share and actually support us in the chats as well. So tomorrow, everyone, we are going deeper. So be ready. So we're going to be going live same time, same place, and we won't have any tech issues tomorrow. I'm making sure that's not going to happen. And we're going to be really exploring what's going on underneath all of that noise. Why are you having all of this overwhelming thoughts, and why awareness alone is not going to be enough to make you change? Until then, keep breathing, keep pausing, do your small commitments, join the Facebook group, and keep listening for the whisper of your truth from your soul. See you all tomorrow.
See you. Bye bye.